Hartzell set to kick it away, steps into it. Is a long end-over end kick going to be fielded by Waddle back inside his 5 at the 4-yard line. Starts up the left side, reverses field. They set up the reverse. The ball fumbled on the turf, picked up by Corbin. And the hit and drop is number 10, Kai Jackson, all the way back at the 15. Now, we've not seen Corbin do that on the kickoffs, Bertie. They really set up the reverse quite often on the punts, but that time they botched handoff between Taylor and Jackson. Corbin lucky to get the ball back.
Well, that's a play that Coach Jackie Jewell put in, over the years that he was a coach here, who is retired, and it's a reverse off the kickoff, and that's what makes it so effective. Is you just pick your spots to run it, but it wasn't very fluid then.
It was more of a flip than a handoff. Kopic and Moore split wide to the left side. That's the short side of the field. Taylor takes it, leaves it off right side. Waddle will jet sweep around the right end. Is going to be hit and stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. May have fallen forward for a yard or two. Still going to be second down and long for Corbin.
The starters up front for Corbin tonight, David Brady Ferris. The center, the guards are Andrew Reedy and Colby Simon. The tackles are Zach Henson and Zach Engel. The tight end is William Reedy.
Moore splits wide to the right side, tight end to the right side. 3 backs sit in behind Taylor, the quarterback, on second down and 9. Taylor's going to turn, gives it off with the first back through. His Kopic hit it, stracked up at the line of scrimmage. No room at all. May have lost a yard. Henry County's fired up, and Corbin has netted a negative 1 yard on 2 rushes thus far in the game.
Well, I think if you scouted Corbin, and Henry County obviously has, they're going to make us throw the football. They're going to, if you look out there, they got them all up in the box and they're man outside. They're going to make Corey Taylor throw the football some.
Third down and let's call it a long 10, almost 11 for Corbin here, working from about their own 11-yard line. It looks like. Taylor working out of the shotgun, sends Kopic in motion to the right side. Taylor takes a snap, rolls to the right. He's looking downfield, winds up, fires long down the right sideline. Ball's in the air, overthrown, incomplete. Well covered out there was Taylor Waddle, and Corbin's going to have to kick it away from deep in their own territory. A very quick 3-and-out for the Redhounds on their first series.
Well, again, the game plan for Henry County is, hey, we know you can rush the football and you're pretty good at it, but we're going to outnumber you up there and we're going to make you throw the football to beat us. And that time, Henry County did a good job covering the receiver, running with him step for step and Waddle, which is not easy to do.
Gavin Black back deep for Henry County. Taylor steps into the punt. A very low end-over-end kick, hits about 35, pops straight up in the air, out of bounds. Not a very good kick. Flags go down from everywhere for some reason, away from the field, and it's going to be great field position for Henry County, but let's check out this flag here. The ball went to the right sideline, Barty. The referee on the left side in front of the Henry County bench threw a flag, and I looked up immediately. There was nobody around anywhere.
I think it's going to be illegal man downfield, David. I'm not sure of that, but I think that's going to be the call. That's all it could be. I don't know what else it could be.
But absent the penalty, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Henry County from about the 35, which is a great starting position for the Wildcats. And see the white hat is trotting over here to the Henry County bench to talk to head coach Jason Spencer. 6-4 on the year are the Wildcats, 8-2 for Steve Jules at Redhounds.
Normally when they come to the opposing coach's bench after they've thrown a flag, that means they're going to wave it off.
Or they're trying to explain to them what it's going to be about. But it is a penalty. And again, it was on Henry County.
Yeah.
I don't know that signal. 2 hands behind their back. I'm not familiar with that.
I'm not sure that we
got Alan Knox in the booth with us here. Alan, what is that signal? 2 hands behind your back. What's signal? Alan doesn't know either. That may give you just a little hint as to why he's not officiating anymore. 10:27 to go here in the first quarter. It's a big one. It's a 15-yarder. Back to Henry County all the way back up to the 50-yard line. So the ball resting right up. Excuse me? Illegal participation. That 2 guys on the field maybe. But I think what happened, they were running a guy off the field, and that's why the flag was thrown by their bench coach.
That makes sense.
He had not gotten off the field completely yet. Okay, so Alan tells us it's a 15-yard penalty if he did participate. So I guess that occurred. I don't know.
Still great field position for Henry County.
It's kind of strange. You know, you would think that 15 yards, though, would have given Corbin the first down, so it must have been enforced, obviously, at the end of the run. But at any rate, Henry County, Brandon Peniston is the quarterback. Hartzell and Black, the running back. They hand it off to Hartzell, trying to get around the right side, slips the tackle, still on his feet, bounces off another tackle, fights forward, gets a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards as he ran through 2 Corbin tackles. Corbin had him in the backfield for a loss early, and he shook a couple tackles, and Hartzell, the leading ground gainer on the year, bangs it out for a gain of about 4.
Yeah, we didn't tackle very well there, David. That's one thing that we're going to have to do. The thing about it is we're favored in this game, but if you let Henry County start to move the football and believe that they can play, then you're in for a long night.
Take it down and about 7. Actually didn't get a great spot. Did Hartzell hand off this side. This time it's Mason Fish. Fish bangs it off left tackle. Nice surge that time by the offensive line of Henry County. Gain of about 4. Going to bring up a 3rd down and a very manageable 3. I think I said a moment ago, Brady Hartzell was the leading ground gainer this year for Henry County. Actually, that's not true. He's got about 500 yards rushing on the season. Fish, a little over 800 yards. Hartzell does have the most touchdowns with 11.
Well, their running team is the scouting report says, and you can tell early on here, they're just going to try to pound it straight ahead.
Peniston, the quarterback, hands off Hartzell right side. He's got a bit of a wall in front of him, turns the corner. Looks like he picked up the first down. He needed to make the 40-yard line and just a touch over, and the spot looks as if they're going to give him a fresh set of downs. So 1st down and 10 for Henry County as they surge a bit deeper into Corbin territory. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the looks to be about the Corbin 37 maybe.
Dylan Adams on the stop for Corbin. Again, we've got them all up in there, but Henry County going 2 tights and 3 backs. It looks like an old Corbin football team.
An old Corbin uniform, too, in that dark Marooners movement on the offensive line. Flags come down. I think Corbin may have jumped off sides initially, though. If so, it's going to make it 1st down and 5 for Henry County. That's exactly what it's going to be. The official very quickly with the offsides call against Corbin.
Yeah, we were going to come off the corner over there on the outside, and we got a little bit anxious.
Hey, well, we've got a minute, Coach. I'd like to thank all the folks over here at Henry County. Very hospitable bunch. Walked us up here, got us a really nice place. Matter of fact, maybe the best place to broadcast that we've been in all year long as far as the press box facilities and the separate little booth here. A pretty nice place. Hand off straight up the gut. This is the fullback, Black, and he lowers his head and pushes the pile forward. Needed 5 for the 1st down, may have picked up about 4, so 2nd down and short here for Henry County, working from about the Corbin 30-yard line.
Well, I tell you what I see out of Henry County right now is they're blocking us up there. Because we've got them again. We're loaded the box up there trying to make this kid throw. As you said, only 33 pass attempts all year, but we're still not able to stop them.
2nd down, about 1.5 yards for Henry County. Hand off this side, Fish trying to make the corner. He does. Turns it up. And he's got some room. He's around the left side. He's into the Corbin secondary. Banks it all the way down inside the 15-yard line, down near the 10, I believe. Having a hard time with these yard markers. They've not repainted their field in a while.
No, they haven't.
I can see the 50-yard line. I'm kind of counting back from there. The other ones are not real easy to pick out, but he is down inside the 15, looks down about the 14-yard line. The officials gathered up there. I did not see a flag, but
I did. They threw a flag out, and I'm not sure what it is yet, but we're going to get the answer right here.
It's a penalty against Henry County.
Sportsmanlike conduct.
Well, that is a big one there.
So that was a 1st down.
They had a 1st and 10 down about the Corbin 14-yard line, and 2 15-yard penalties against Henry County in this possession.
A little surprised, David, at the Henry County crowd. They're in the playoffs. They're hosting a home game. I don't know that they've hosted a first-round playoff game before, and really just nobody here.
Well, it is a 15-yarder. That's going to move Henry County back to about the 28-yard line as they've had it down 1st and 10 at the 13. Now, here's the question. It's going to be 1st and 10 from there, so They lose the yardage, but they don't lose the down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 there for Henry County, working from at the quarter 27. I've had it only 3 plays thus far in the first quarter. We're down to 8 minutes to go here in the first. And off left side, Fish, same play as before, same result. Turns the corner. He's into the secondary. Hurdles the tackler at about the 20-yard line. Gets it down inside the 15 to about the 11-yard line where he's cut down there. And another good play that time by Henry County. Mason Fish is the leading carrier on this team. Has about 900 yards rushing on the season, and I can see why. He got around that corner pretty quickly.
Well, I got to tell you, William Reedy ran him down on that left side and made a good play because he broke the line of scrimmage, got outside. And Henry County right now looks like the better team. They're just knocking us off the football.
You're going to mark him down just inside the 10 at the 9-yard line, so Peniston has him up at the line. Long count this time. Maybe changing play. Then we got movement off the right side of the Henry County line as their right end jumped off sides. I believe this is going to be another penalty, the third of this series against Henry County. This is their 35th yard in penalties, 35 25 yards of penalties on this drive alone.
And they're at the 15-yard line. So
yeah.
that ought to tell you about this drive.
Yeah, they have moved it all over the field and unable to cash in as of yet. Maybe Corbin can hold them out now. Looks like it's going to be a they've got the yardage guy over there confused, that's for sure. Hand off up the middle to Black again. This time the fullback is going to be stacked up. And he tried that quick hitter to the fullback straight up the middle, gain of maybe a yard or two. So it was first and goal at the 9-yard line. So now it's going to be it will be second down and goal, but the ball placed at about the 12-yard line, it looks like.
Well, hey, when they come back to the line of scrimmage, I want you to look. Henry County's going 2 tight, 3 backs, and I want you to look at Corbin's defense. It looks like everybody is just on the line of scrimmage trying to play. If you'll look at it right here, they're all right up in there.
There's probably tackles I've seen them all year. Here's a pitch out right side to Hartzell trying to get around the right corner. He's got a wall of blockers out there, turns it up at the 10-yard line, lowers his head and pushes the pile forward down near the 5. They're going to cut him down, I think, or place him down, I should say, at about the 6-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. It's going to bring up third down and goal for Henry County from about the Corbin 6-yard line.
Waddle and also Adams over on the stop for Corbin. You know, that is one of the few times we've seen them attack us a little bit outside.
You know, one thing that I'm seeing here, Coach, or maybe that I'm not seeing, is just a lot of them, any measure of enthusiasm on Corbin's part. They're just kind of walking around a bit right now. Long trip over here, maybe taking it out, a movement on the line, but no call. Handoff right side. Fish stacked up the line, push backward. There's a little enthusiasm. Powers and Adams step in to knock Fish off of his feet there. Loss on the play back to about the 9-yard line. So fourth down and go from the 9. Here comes the field goal kicker onto the field for Henry County. I'm going to try to pick up that number. That's
well, Corbin didn't look very good on the drive down, but when they had to make a stop, they did, and they came on a blitz that time with Powers, and he was able to make the stop. Not sure about the kicking game for Henry County, but we're getting ready to find out.
Looks like it's going to be number 23, Mason Fish, the tailback, also the kicker. The place this was down at the 15-yard line, so it will be a 25-yard attempt. Steps into it, kick on the way. Looked like he hooked it left, and he hooked it just inside the upright. He did hook it, but it curved just inside the upright. Field goal attempt from 25 is good. Henry County on the board first. 3-0 lead for the Wildcats. 8:44 to go here in the first quarter play. We'll step aside and be back to Henry County High School. Stay with us. This is Redhound Football on T107. Jake Kopic and Taylor Waddle. 3-0 lead for the Wildcats. Kick on the way. Low line drive kick's going to drive Waddle all the way back inside the 5. Makes the catch at the 3. Starts up the center of the field. Reverses his direction and is hit and cut down at the 15-yard line. Boy, that is a great open field tackle. Flipping Waddle there at the 15-yard line. You know, Coach, Henry County took over on that offensive series at the 50-yard line. In that drive, they gained about 80 yards. they would gain 25, lose 15. Gain 30, lose 15, but they end up coming away with 3 points. Really a pretty good stand by the Corbin defense.
It was. Look for Corbin to loosen it up a little bit here on this drive.
Redhound football. Moore splits wide to the right side. In the slot is Reedy. Taylor's going to move up under center. Sends Waddle out of there in motion to the right side. Hand off to Nance. He's going to try right tackle, hit, and slide down. Short gain on the play there, maybe a couple yards. Brian Nance gets to the hole so quickly that it's almost impossible to throw in for any kind of loss. He very seldom has a negative yardage play. They do give him 2 yards, so second down and 8 now for Corbin.
Henry County again, David. They got 8 in the box up there. They're going to force us to try to do some stuff that we typically don't like to do.
Taylor moves up under center, turns, leaving off second back Cruz Kopic, trying to get around the right corner. He does. He's into the secondary, picks up the first down, knocked out of bounds after a gain of about 8 or 9. Looks like he's out near the 25, maybe 27-yard line.
Well, that's Josh's first touch tonight, and, you know, he's been the workhorse. He's been the guy this year that's made us go, and again, I think as the game goes on, you'll see him get lathered up here, and we'll be able to move the football a little bit.
First down and 10 for Corbin. Ball resting on like about the 25-yard line. I've got to be honest with you, that is maybe the hardest field to read the numbers on that I've ever seen. Hand off to Kopic again, right side. Got a bit of a room off of right tackle. He's going to pick up another first down as he rumbles, taking tacklers with him all the way out over the 35, out near the 37-yard line. Gain of about 15 that time for Kopic. And Bernie, the last 6-7 yards of that run, he had people on his back.
Well, he does. You know, he's a deceptive runner. He has good quickness, and he's, a fast kid. He's not a burner, but he's a fast kid. But what he really does is he inside the tackles, David, he runs with power.
Corbin right back at the line, tried to pick the tempo up just a little bit. Taylor moves under center, leaves it off with Kopic again. This time he loses his footing and slips over the right side and may have fallen forward for a yard, but a short gainer there as he's in kind of a spot on the field there. It looks very worn, and I think he just lost his footing a bit. Actually, that was a second down play. I apologize. He did not get the first down, so all he needed was a yard to pick up the first, and he did do that. So a fresh set of downs for Corbin, 1st and 10, working from about the 37-yard line. 4:15 to go. I think I said 8:50 for there a minute ago. They got some lights burning out of their scoreboards. I thought the 5 was an 8. Here's the pitch left side. They try to get it out to Waddle. Flags come down. Remember, Waddle turns the corner. He turns on the afterburners all the way down to the 45-yard line of Henry County. But this one coming back is they're going to get Corbin on a hold, I'm pretty sure.
It was. Our guy, he came to crack, and he got the jersey of a Henry County player. Now, that's what I saw. Whether they saw that or not, I don't know, but that's what it appeared to be.
Yeah, that's exactly what the official signals here to the crowd. And thus far, the officials have not been shy with the flags. They've thrown the laundry all over the field. We've had that's our 4th 15-yard penalty. Had a couple 5-yarders, and we're still at 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
Waddle out of the game now, David, and he kind of limped to the sideline, so I don't know what that means. We'll have to kind of keep an eye on that. He's over there moving around a little bit, and they're talking with him, but we'll have to see what that means.
You know, he looked good on the run, though. He really turned the afterburners on, had a nice gainer, and maybe it occurred if there was an injury, maybe it occurred on the tackle. But he's up moving around over there. 2nd down now and about 22 for the Redhounds. 3 backs sitting behind Taylor, the quarterback. They're going to give it off to Copping again. He's going to try the right side. Hurdles attack at the line of scrimmage, gets it out near the 25-yard line. Excuse me, out near the 30-yard line, gain of about 3.
Yeah, a little dive by Jake there, and you know, he's a young back. He'll learn. The best thing to do there is cut your losses and get on the ground.
He did take a pretty good shot. So 2nd down now and long for Corbin. It's like about 17 yards for the Hounds. Clock continues to run. 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 3-0 lead for Henry County.
And Waddle not back into the game either, Dave.
Taylor working exclusively under center right now. Handoff right side. Nance's got a little bit of room. Banks it out near about the 35-yard line. He's going to be hitting cut down right there. Gain of about 5 on the play. We'll bring that 3rd down and about 12 for Corbin.
You know, here's if we want to make a run here in the playoffs, this is a situation we haven't been real good at this year. Is 3rd and long. We've not been able to pick these up, you know, and turn these, drives into points. We've got to get better at 3rd and longs, and here's another situation where we're faced with one.
Well, this 3rd and 12 stuff on high school, I mean, pro teams have trouble with this, but this is really difficult if you're not pretty proficient at passing it. Taylor looks to throw, drops straight back, fires up the right sideline. Got a man out there. It is incomplete. Well, I'll tell you what, at the last minute, they stepped right in front of Kopic and knocked that one away, right in front of the Corbin bench as Kopic was streaking down the right sideline. So
he did. He had him. He had his guy beat there. We just underthrew him a little bit. But
not much air under that ball. That one was thrown just a little too flat.
You know, that's one of those. And again, you know, Corey's a work in progress. He's a kid that, you know, this is his first year at quarterback. You got to throw that thing, let the receiver run to it. He was trying to throw it to the receiver. Let him go get it.
Hartzell's going to draw back and take the Corbin punt from Taylor. Taylor fumbles the snap. He's in a bit of trouble. He's running for his life. They're going to be hit and dropped. Sacked all the way back at about the 22-yard line. Taylor dropped the snap. Ball was loose on the deck, had trouble picking it up, and Henry County just swarmed him. So almost like a turnover there, Coach, as Corbin does not get the punt away. And great field position for Henry County, leading 3-0. The Wildcats get the football back on what looks to be about the Corbin 20-yard line.
Well, I said this in pregame, David. Henry County wants to turn this into a boxing match, and that's what it is right now. We're just trying to punch it out. And, you know, I don't know that that's the kind of football team we are. Time will tell us here, but right now, they're winning the battle.
Peniston right, the pitch to Hartzell around the right side. He's going to turn it up and gets it down to the 15, gain of about 5. And what I have observed thus far in this game, the offensive line of Henry County Burley getting a really good push. There's no negative plays for them, and at minimum, they're picking up 3 to 4 to 5 yards on every play.
That's what they do. I mean, that's their identity is, hey, we're going to line up and push on you, and that's what they're trying to do. They're just trying to push it down into the end zone, and they're being somewhat successful at this point.
2nd down and 5 for Henry County. while resting out about the 15-yard line. Peniston, the quarterback, turns and leaves it off with Fish. He's going to bang it up between the left tackle and the end. Is going to gain, I don't know, maybe 2-3 as he pushes the pile forward. Looked like he was going to be cut down early. And again, but just very determined running as he kept his feet churning and the offensive line continued to push forward. Much like a rugby kind of a match there. They pushed him forward for 2 or 3 yards.
I guess the thing I see on Corbin's, I see the lack of enthusiasm right now about this football game, and this is not the time of year that you can have a lack of enthusiasm.
3rd down and 2 yards for Henry County. Wildcats lead at 3-0 over the Redhounds. Peniston under center, turns, pitch out left side to Fish. He's trying to cut it up to pick up the first down. He's going to be hit and dropped just a bit shy, I believe, the first down gain of about 2. He needed 2.5. It's going to depend on the spot. Probably 4-down territory for Henry County, you would think. However, they do have a 25-yard field goal in the game.
It's very close, but I think they'll go for this one. If it's not a first, well, it is first down. He's already signaled.
Wow. Now, the ball was marked on the far side of the field away from us, but they did signal first down, so a fresh set of downs for the Wildcats. 1st down and 10 from the ball's resting just outside the 10-yard line. Corbin trailing 3-0. Peniston under center. Turns, leaves the ball, going to keep it himself as he follows the fullback up in the hole. Gain of about 4, maybe 5 yards, 6 yards now. They fall forward. I think he did give the fullback, actually. I apologize there. That was Mack as he pounds it down inside the 5.
I got to tell you, I got a couple old Redhounds here in the booth with me. If I didn't know better, we were back in the mid-'70s, late '80s watching a Corbin football team here play, and Joe House and Alan Hawks, who made the triple here with us. Henry County's 2 tights, 3 backs, and they're going, here we come, Corbin, stop us. And we've got them all up there and not been able to do that yet.
We've got an injured player on the field for Henry County, and it looks like they're going to place the ball down, Burley, just inside the 5 at about the 4-yard line. So 2nd down and goal for Henry County here when you return. We're going to take a 30-second break. And no, actually, let's just keep it here because they about the time I said that, they sent the teams to the sidelines, but they got the player up. So we'll just hold on to it here. 39 seconds to go in the first quarter. 3-0 lead for Henry County, but it looks to be 2nd down and goal from about the 4-yard line for the Wildcats, and it looks like Mason Fish. He's the leading ball carrier on the year for Henry County. He's going to leave the field under his own power, but he is limping noticeably.
Well, that's good news for Henry County because he is the man. That's the guy they're going to, and that's the guy they went to. But, again, David, I got to tell you, if I assess this first quarter, it's simply that they've just been a little bit tougher on us to this point. We've not been able to – we had just a simulation of a drive there with Topic with a couple pretty good runs. But, hey, listen, nothing fancy. Hey, 2 tights, like I say, and 3 backs, and here we come.
They've been in this set the entire night, and that's what they're in right now. So 2nd down and goal from about the 4.5-yard line. Peniston moves up under center, turns, quick pitch right side to Hartzell, cuts it up against the grain, lowers his head, dives inside the 5, down near the 3, maybe the 2-yard line. Stop there, so it's going to be 3rd down and goal for Mason County from about the 2-yard line.
Well, again, what they've done is, Corbin typically is a blitzing team. If you look at Henry County here, they've really cut their splits down, David. If you look, they're almost foot to foot in there. And Corbin's not able to penetrate those lanes like they usually do.
Quarterback sneak as Peniston lowers his head. He tries to slip in between the center and the guards there. No signal from the official yet. They're still unpiling players at the goal line or near the goal line. No signal yet. He's going to be short. So it looks like it's going to be 4th down and go maybe. Hawk's going to go ahead and run out. That will be the last play of the quarter. So the officials are going to place it down just shy of the goal line. So we're going to step aside, get a quarter break in. 3-0. Henry County on top after 1. So we'll be right back to Henry County High School after this short timeout. Stay with us. You're listening to Redhound Football on T107. Back at Henry County High School, 4th down and goal for Henry County from the 1-yard line. Looks like they're going to go for it here. They're going to pass on the field goal. Peniston has them at the line. Henry County leads 3-0. We got flags coming out from everywhere. Now, if that's against Corbin, it'll be half distance to go, which will mean nothing. But if it's against Henry County, that's a huge penalty, and that may change their thoughts here. It looks like it's going to be a legal procedure against the Wildcats, and that's what it will be. So instead, Burley, of 4th and goal from the 2-foot line, it's now 4th and goal from the 5-yard line. Do you back up and maybe rethink this and kick the field goal?
I didn't think we should have kicked the first one, so no, I go for it. I'm the underdog. What I got to lose here, that's exactly what they're going to do here. But how do you make that mistake coming out of a timeout?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm sure Jason Spencer asking his players the same thing. and now they're going to call a timeout and think things over. I think he's going to go for the field goal there after the timeout, but we'll see. We'll hold on to it right here. A 3-0 lead for Henry County, just beginning the second quarter of play. Corbin, quite frankly, has been very flat. Again, Alan Knox and Joe House in the booth here with us. They did see the Bell County game. Burley, you or I did not see it, but they're both saying that this game eerily reminiscent of that game. Corbin is playing kind of flat right now, and then, quite frankly, getting pushed around on the line of scrimmage a bit.
We are, and and as high school football goes, David, irregardless whether you come in the 4th seed or the 1st seed, you got to have the same kind of excitement and enthusiasm and play hard to try to get the victory over whatever the foe is. And I don't see that right now. I really don't. And I don't know the reason for that. And it's a lot of game left here. We may get that here in a minute. Corbin may catch on fire and may not. But I can tell you this game is playing right into Henry County's hands, because I know this for a fact. They said, let's keep the ball from them. Let's hog the ball, as Coach Powers used to say. Let's methodically move it down the field. And that's what they've been able to do. And I think, they are going to go for the 4th and 6 here.
Well, at least they're going to line up. They may try to draw Corbin off sides, but we'll see what happens. 4th down and goal from about we're going to call it the 5.5-yard line. Peniston, 2 tights, three backs sitting behind him. He's at the line, long count. He takes a snap, hands it off right side to Fish. Hit and drops. Dropped all the way. Big loss on the play. And now getting picked up, and was that Austin O'Neill?
Austin O'Neill. That's a great play.
O'Neill
off the corner.
Yeah, knocks him down 5 yards deep in the backfield. So Corbin is held on a 4th down and goal. Really, what was a 4th down and goal from the 2-foot line? The procedure penalty against Henry County backed them up 5 yards. So big turn of events here for Corbin.
And just to give you some example of how well Henry County's done on this drive, they haven't attempted a pass. And when you don't attempt to pass, that defense keeps creeping, and you can do things as Austin just did then, is come off the corner.
They average completing 1 pass a game. So, I mean, it's not much of a mystery as to what they're going to do. Let's see if Corbin gets something going here offensively. Taylor leaves it off the right side. I believe that's Kopic. He lowers his head and gets it out over the 10, maybe, to the 11-yard line. Gain of about a yard at best.
Well, this is the point in the game where the average, or the not average football fan, but the non-average football fan, let me say that, starts to go, well, we're not blocking up front. We're not able to get anywhere. We can't block all the people they have in there right now. We've got to do some stuff to back them out of there. And I think Corbin's going to do that here.
Second down and 9 from about the 11-yard line. Taylor's going to give it off. That's on a little bit of counterplay. That is going to be Nance. He's got some room right up the middle of the field. He's got a lot of running room into the secondary. He's all the way into Henry County territory, down inside the 40 to the 38-yard. Was it Nance or was it Powers? Nance 26 instead of 36, and then the ball was jarred loose at the end of that run. Henry County says they have it. No signal from the official yet. I thought I was hesitating for trying to see if they were going to rule him down or if they're going to say that it was actually a fumble. I think they're going to say that he was down because the official walking over to place the football and no signal as of yet. So a great run that time by Nance. Brady, that's the kid that we saw last week get Corbin going on the screen pass with Knox Central. He seems like he has that knack of coming up with the big play when Corbin needs it most.
He's sneaky good, Dave, is what he is. I love the way the kid plays, and hopefully that'll light a fire under us here and get us going.
1st and 10 from the 37, handoff Kopic. He's into the secondary, hurdles a tackler at the 30-yard line, rather gets it down inside the 25 down to about the 22-yard line. I apologize. I'm really struggling trying to read these yard lines. You just can't see them. And I can see the 50, so as the play goes, I'm trying to count backwards and see where they're at, so it's just kind of a guess.
A little more pep in our step here on this drive, David.
The ball's placed at the 22-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Corbin. Consecutive 1st down runs by the Redhounds. A big one, about 38 yards by Nance, and then another 15 there by Kopic. Wide out to the left side is more tight end to the right. Handoff left side is going to be Waddle trying to get around the left side. Give us a minute very quick. He's into the secondary as well. Another gain of about 10, maybe 12. Waddle's cut down inside the 10-yard line down to about the 7. So 3 consecutive running plays for Corbin. Their best 3 of the night, Burley. And now you see a little momentum. Maybe the tackle by Austin O'Neill and Corbin getting off the hook on that touchdown is going to be enough to light the fire.
Yeah, gave them some momentum. It seems like we're a little bit excited now. And this is kind of what I expected. And, the good news, Waddle back in the game and showed a little burst right there.
We got a timeout on the field. It looks like Henry County wants to talk things over. So 10:35 to go in the first half. Corbin trailing 3-0, but the Hounds driving. 1st down and 10 at looks like about the 9-yard line of Henry County. So we're going to step aside and get a 30-second break in, then we will be back to Henry County High School. Stick around. This is Redhound Football on T107. Redhound starting 3-0. First and goal from 8. Handoff, Waddle again, left side, nowhere to go this time. He's hit and dropped, and maybe a loss of a yard on the play will set up second down and goal from the 9. As Henry County expecting that one. About the time Waddle took the handoff, he was hit and dropped it. We've got a Corbin player that is a little bit late getting up. I can't see the number. And I don't see Waddle up around the perimeter of the players. He was the ball carrier on the play, so I'm not sure if that is Taylor down or not. Whoever it is Taylor, and he is limping noticeably, heading to the sideline, being helped off by coaching staff.
Well, it's 2 times we've seen him limp off the field, so, that's very important for the Redhounds. Like I say, he's the one guy that can really stretch the field for us, and as Redhounds fans know, he's had a bum ankle, but
that one doesn't look good, Coach. He was trying to put weight on it, and he's visibly upset.
Moving pretty slow.
Third down and goal now for Corbin, as handoff's going to be taken by Copic, hit and dropped right at the line of scrimmage. He continues to fight hard and gets it down to about the original line of scrimmage at the 8, but just not much running room whatsoever. Actually, Corbin just unable to block Henry County up front.
Well, again, like I say, people viewing this game would look and they'll say, man, why we're not blocking them up there? Well, we've got 6, they got 9. Mm-hmm. Somebody's going to come free. Big third down for the Redhounds. Biggest third down of the game to this point.
Again, third down and goal for the Hounds, working from about the 8-yard line. Working out of the gun as Taylor takes it, drops back to pass, fires off the right side, incomplete. Intended for more down near the goal line. He was running pretty open. He beaten his man, had a step or two, and just a little bit too much air under that one for Taylor. So it looks like Corbin's going to go for the are they going to go for the field goal? I see Canadu maybe heading out on the field.
Yeah, the snapper's coming in, Zach Moore, who's the long snapper on this. So Corbin going to try to tie this thing up. Corey's sprinting to the right there. He had A.J. in the corner right there, just a little bit overzealous there. There's where he's got to settle himself and just go ahead and throw that thing. He kind of gunslinged it a little bit.
Just play catch with him. Canadu, 25-yard field goal attempt, the same place on the field, same end of the field that Henry County hit from. Canadu drives it through the uprights. Beautiful kick that time. Hooked that one in the other. He's a left-footed kicker. Hooked that one in, just inside the right upright. So we're tied at 3. Couple of 25-yard field goals for these two teams. All squared at 3. 8:25 to go in the first half. We'll break and then be back to Henry County. Stay with us. This is Redhound Football on T107. It's like 8:25 to go here in the first. Canadu steps into it. Short end-over-end kick going to be fielded by Clark at the 15-yard line. Starts up the left side, makes a couple tacklers miss, still on his feet as he gets outside the 30, out near the 35-yard line before he's going to be hit and chased out at about the 37. So good starting field position for the Wildcats of Henry County, but a nice drive for Corbin, and very important, I think, that they got some points at the end of that drive.
Well, it was. Naturally you wanted to touch them. We needed something to ignite us, and we looked a little sharper then, looked like we were a little quicker. There's no question Corbin's quicker than what Henry County is, but we're not playing quick, and we seem like we played a little quicker then.
I'm not real sure of the field condition that we have seen a couple of players already slip, so maybe a little bit of a turf issue for Corbin right now. The field clearly worn, especially in the middle. Handoff right side to Clark. He's going to battle forward for a short gain of maybe 2 off of the right side. Is Kai Jackson in to trip him up after the short gain. Second down and 8 for Henry County, working from just short of the 40-yard line.
Along that front line tonight is Harley Lambert, Jesse Lightford, Dalton Anderson, and William Reedy. Also over there is Cody Lane.
We're seeing Copic on defense here tonight, Coach. I guess taking the place of Taylor Waddle there, is we've not seen Jake on defense very much this year. Denniston, the quarterback, moves, leaves it off the second back through his fish. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, breaks a couple tackles, and lunges forward out over the 40-yard line to about the 41, gain of 4 on the play. We'll bring up third down now and about 4 for Henry County. Clock continues to move, 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. We're tied at 3. A couple of 25-yard field goals.
Well, if the blackout, the delay, set us back a little bit, this type of game's caught us back up because it's just been run.
Henry County looking at a third down and 5. Not a great spot that time for Fish. They're going to put him up just about right on the 40. Looked like he may have lunged forward. Then we got moving on the line. Henry County jumped offside, so it's going to be another 5 yards tacked onto that 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats. So third down and long, a great opportunity here for Corbin Birdie to get off the field on third down and long if they can make a hold here. And again, this is where I think the third and longs and the second longs really hurt a team like Henry County.
Oh, yeah.
Again, only averaging one pass per game.
Yeah, this is when you're a defensive back, you love this because you know he's going to get pressure, and you know the receiver's going to have to look quick, and I don't think they'll throw it.
Completed an average of one pass per game. If you're going to back the pass is Tennyson rolling out of the right, dumps it off underneath, and the pass is complete, but it's going to be a short gain of only 2, maybe 3 yards as Clark makes the catch in the right flat. He's hit down short of the 40, so Henry County will have to kick it away. Kopic drops back deep for Corbin, and I'm looking at the Corbin sideline over, Coach. I don't see Waddle.
No, I don't.
Anywhere over there.
I don't think he's going to return based on what.
Well, actually, I do see Waddle. He just went up to the coach and asked to go back in, and the coach, said something to him, and the coach motioned him back to the sideline. Just as I said that, I see him now. He's walking off the left side over there, and he's visibly upset, but he's not walking with a limp at all. Hartzell is the punter, steps into it, gets away. Nice tight spiral.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Corbin's going to move away from it. It's going to be a high bouncer that hits about the 25-yard line, kicks to the right, and looks like it's about the 25-yard line where it's going to be touched down there by Henry County. Corbin will take over first down and 10. 7 minutes exactly to go in the first half. We're tied at 3.
Well, Corbin, the quicker of the two teams, you can tell that. You think they're going to get a break on a special team and maybe break one or one outside. With Waddle on the bench, that cuts your chances down a little bit. But Corbin, again, to win this football game, they need to see a little bit of what they saw last time. Just play a little quicker than what Henry County's playing.
Yeah, I've always thought, and there are college coaches that do this, and not many teams in the pros as much as college, but when the offense gets a little stagnant, you'll see teams sometimes go to that hurry up. And maybe that's what Corbin needs to do, just something to kind of to shake them up. In basketball, you see teams go to the press a little bit. Maybe that's what Corbin needs to do just a bit here. Here's a handoff, Kopic left side. He dives over left tackle, gets it out for a gain of about 3 yards, maybe. Again, having a real hard time reading these lines. I don't know that these lines have been paying since the first game.
Well, when we talk about the what's happened at this point, Henry County's lined up with 2 tights and 3 backs and ran at us. We've only attempted 3 passes, and they've attempted 1. So, really kind of just a fist fight, which plays into what they want it to be.
Short gain on the play. Second down and 8 now for Corbin. Pitch out right side. They're trying to get balls fumbled as it's picked up now. Loose on the ground. Jackson picks it up, and he's going to be hit for loss on the play of about 2, maybe 3 yards. And Jackson actually lucky to get back on top of that one there, Coach.
Not very sharp, David. We just weren't very sharp right there.
A good pitch. Taylor hit him right in the midst, and it looked like he had a pretty good wall out in front of him. Jackson's the kid I thought may pick it up some of the wall going out. But I'm going to tell you, I really would like to see Nance get the ball in his hands a little bit more, and he's been the most effective Redhound running it thus far tonight. A couple of good runs for Nance. Taylor looks to throw. As he steps back, fires off the left side. He's got a receiver out there, incomplete. I think Jackson may have broken the wrong way. Taylor was expecting him to break to the sideline. Jackson just broke his route off and curled in the middle. So the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down and long, and Corbin's going to have to kick it away.
Well, Henry County should come out of this thing again with great field position, and there's nothing more that they would like for this thing to end at the half, and it be 3-3.
They'd love to go into the fourth quarter 3-3. Taylor set to punt it away. Hartzell back deep, standing at his own 35-yard line. Taylor's not faked one in a while. He thought about it, stepped into this one. It's a low end-over-end kick. Takes a nice Corbin bounce. Continues to roll forward over the 40-yard line, the 50-yard line, down to about the 40, maybe the 42. Has pretty good starting field position that, once again, for Henry County. They have won the field position battle thus far in the game.
Oh, they've had excellent field position. And, the way they're playing, that's why, again, it's 3-3, but I think Henry County's won the battle this far.
All tied at 3. 5:34 to go here in the first half of play. Dave Cox and Burley Foley with you from Henry County, Newcastle, Kentucky. Beautiful drive over here, but it's got to be some of the most pretty farmland in the world. Denniston fumbles the snap and picks it up and lunges forward. May have gained 2 or 3 yards.
Actually, I was talking to Coach Mauser today, David. That's a design play for Henry County. He said 5 or 6 times during the game they'll run the quarterback sneak straight up the gut with the quarterback, and that time they're able to pick up 5 yards with it.
Yeah, he kind of fumbled the snap like it was it didn't get on the ground, but it was a juggle, and he just lowered his head and lunged forward, but did pick up some pretty decent yardage. a little better than I thought, actually. Here's a fullback belly. They hand it straight up the gut to Mack, and he's going to be hit down just shy of the first down, gain of about 4. We'll bring up third and a very manageable 1 for Henry County. Clock continues to run, 4:50 to go now in the first half. We're tied at 3.
Tanner Powers and Jake Topic in on the stop for Corbin. The linebackers in there tonight are Topic, Reedy, Powers, Jackson, and Reedy.
Big third down play here for the Corbin defense. Third and about a yard for Henry County. Peniston moves up under center. Spins, leaves it off the Fish left tackle. He's going to be close to the first down. Hit and dropped by Powers. Also in on the play was Reedy. Kopic in there as well. It looks like this one may have to eyeball this one or even measure it potentially. All those officials, you can tell, they don't like to measure it. That takes too much time, doesn't it?
It does, and I think they got it from my viewpoint here. What do you think?
I don't know. I really can't see him. Kind of blocked out. I thought on the run he was going to get it easily, but Kopic, I believe, was the redhead who came up and kind of drove him back. They are going to bring the chains out and be sure about this one. It looks like
only 4:23 to go. Dave, 3-3. Would you have thought this?
No, I would not. I can tell you this much: if we were at Corbin and Roger Newberry was on those chains, he wouldn't have it.
Yeah, that's right. Or Chick Howard for sure would, unless we was playing Bell County.
That's right. It'd be tough then. Speaking of Bell County, they are at home tonight, entertaining Elizabethtown. Those two teams trying to earn their way probably to Louisville Central the next week. Corbin and Wayne County. If Corbin can win this game, more than likely set up a rematch with Wayne County. We got the chains out, so they stretched them tightly by the nose of the football. They pick up the first down, so fresh set of downs for Henry County. 4:23 to go in the first half. We're tied at 3. Henry County's got it first down and 10 at the Corbin 47.
In the secondary tonight for the Redhounds, Dave, we'll ID those kids. Cody McCarg is the free safety. Austin O'Neill and also Dylan Adams over here at one corner, or no, actually strong safety, and Jake Topic now in playing defense for Waddle.
Same set for Henry County, 2 tight ends, 3 backs in behind the quarterback, Peniston. Peniston leaves it off second back here. This is Fish. He's into the secondary. Got a bit of room, hit and cut down after a gain of about 8, maybe 9 yards. Running very hard off right tackle. They faked it to the fullback up the middle, and a little bit of a delay there. They give it off to I believe it was Fish, and he picked up a nice gain. Will bring up second down and short.
Hey, you got to give them a lot of credit. They're moving the football. I mean, that's a 5-yard run right there, and the box loaded up.
I'm going to tell you, I mean, I'm the furthest thing from the football guy as far as understanding X and O's, but I think I could draw up their offensive playbook. I've seen about 4 plays tonight, and they're doing them very well. Though a timeout, I believe, by Henry County. They're going to talk things over. 3:39 to go here in the first half of play. We're tied at 3, so we'll step aside and take a break along with the Wildcats. We'll be right back in 30. Stay with us. This is Redhound Football on T107. All tied up at 3 apiece. 3:39 to go here in the first half of play. Henry County football looking at second down and about 3 now from the Corbin 41-yard line. Peniston has them at the line. Long count by the Henry County quarterback. Pitches it out right side to Hartzell, trying to get around the corner. Hit and tripped up short of the first down. Nice play that time by Kai Jackson from his linebacker position. Third and probably about a yard now for Henry County. Maybe a couple.
Nothing fancy about what they're doing.
No, and again, they're keeping the ball in Fish and Hartzell's hands, which the statistics would have indicated that those two guys between them about probably close to 1,400 yards on the season. Right back of the line very quickly as Henry County starting to pick the pace up just a bit. Peniston moves under center, pitch out left side, same play, only the different side of the field. Hartzell picks his way through the defense. Has got the first down and more as he gets it down inside the 45 to about the 41-yard line.
Well, what Henry County's doing now, Corbin's bringing a lot of pressure in the A gaps in there with the linebacker. They're blitzing, either A or B, or there's a scheme going on in there. So what Henry County is doing is they're adjusting a little bit, they're pitching it to him and going, okay, let's read this off tackle right here.
You got a flag on the play, coach, thrown down, right in front of the Henry County bench. We're blocked out by the players there, but they've got a hold on Henry County, which is a point of foul infraction. So they're going to enforce that 15-yard penalty from where it happened at, and it's going to take the football all the way back near the 50-yard line.
Well, that's huge if you're Henry County right there because, they had picked up a first down and, again, had great field position, the clock in their favor, and now puts themselves in third and long, and they're not a third and long team.
No, it's third about 12 touches. That, by my count, that is 3 or 4 15-yard penalties against Henry County in this first half. Tennyson moves up under center. Turns, looks to leave it off on a counter play with Clark. He's hit and dropped in the backfield. A good play that time by Jackson. Stayed at home, and he and Dalton Anderson snipped that one out. Hits the Henry County back for a loss of a couple, so it's going to bring up 4th and 15. So Corbin's going to get it back with about probably around 2 minutes to go here, all tied at 3 here in the first half.
Again, we see no Waddle back deep. It'll be Jackson and Kopic. Waddle went out earlier he's had an injured ankle, and looks like he's re-hurt that thing here again tonight.
Yeah, we can see him walking around over on the sideline. So here's the snap to Hartzell, steps into it. This is a low line drive kick. It's going to take a bounce, fielded by Jackson on the left side. Hit and dropped immediately. Barely got it up to the 20-yard line. They wanted to set the reverse up that time, but the ball took a funny hop. Jackson, a good job with catching. Had he not caught it, that one would have rolled down to the goal line.
Mm-hmm. He did a good job. Again, Kai heads up, being the senior leader that he is. He wasn't as interested about advancing that thing as just stopping it, and he did a good job by doing that.
And secured the football very well. He took a pretty good shot about the time he caught it. So clock says 1:54 to go here in the first half of play. We're tied at 3. Corbin football, 1st and 10, ball resting just shy of the 20-yard line. Dave Cox and Buddy Foley with you here. These two teams trying to earn a right to move on to playoff action next week, take on the winner of Wayne County and LaRue, that game being played over at Monticello. Wayne County going into that game, just an exact opposite of records, 10-0 for Wayne County, 0-10 for LaRue.
Yeah, LaRue, traditionally has been a good football program, David, but they're having a tough time this year.
Got a stoppage of play out on the field for some reason. Looks like the officials are going to come over here, explain something to Henry County, and then now they're going to move the ball all the way back, and it looks as if there was a penalty on Henry, and Corbin wants to make the Wildcats punt it again.
Start saying that's either the longest penalty in history or they're going to repunt it.
Yeah, the official came out of that big pile. I never did see a flag. They came out of the big pile with the football and just started sprinting to the other side. Actually, the penalty is on Corbin. So Henry County is going to keep the football, Buddy.
Yeah, and it's going to be 4th and short now. Or is it going to? It's going to be first down in Henry County.
It's going to be first down.
Wow!
An illegal participation was the call by the official. So that is huge.
What a break!
So Henry County is going to have it now, first down and 10. No wonder there was such a long discussion. 1st and 10 from the Corbin 35. A 15-yard penalty, pitch out left side. Hartzell trying to get around the corner. Dalton Anderson's after. He's going to catch him. Hit, breaks one tackle, still on his feet, fights forward, and gains about 2, maybe 3 yards. And a good hit that time by Anderson. Did not wrap him up, but he had a lot of help there from Reedy in on the play as well as Cowers.
Yeah, and a couple of defensive linemen for Corbin also over there, Harley Lambert and Jesse Lyford. Boy, that changed the complexion at the end of the half, didn't it? Went from Corbin going to get the ball back with close to 2 minutes to go and a chance maybe to get some points to Henry County being able to keep their drive alive here. And all the momentum's with them because I think they will go in the locker room at 3-3 and go, hey, guys, we're okay.
Hand off right side to Fish, trying to pick his way through the defense. Not much running room at all. Gets it down near the 30-yard line. A gain of about 3 will bring up 3rd and about 5 for Henry County. Again, folks, I apologize. I'm really struggling with these yard marker lines. They've got about 2 of them marked that I can see. The rest of them is kind of an educated guess. Clock is down under a minute to go. 50 seconds exactly.
I think it's them old eyes, David. I don't think it's the markers.
I will let you call him.
I got old eyes, too.
I'm doing my very best here. Hand off up the gut, and no, it's going to be a pitch out left side. The quarterback pulled it back out of the belly. The fullback pitches it left side to Hartzell. He running very hard and gets it down inside the 20-yard line to about the 18. It looks like that's going to be enough for the first down, and more importantly for Henry County, gets out of bounds and stops the clock.
Well, I'll tell you what Henry's doing right now is they're giving Corbin some new looks here. That was a read option. They've been going with a little pitch outside, and Corbin's adjusted to that. This time they read the fullback inside and is making those linebackers play a little more honest than they had.
Right back to the line. Henry County with the football, handoff right side, fishes in the center. He's got some room. He's got head of the angle for the end zone. He's going to take it in. It looks like touchdown, Henry County. Bangs it in from 17 yards out. That's Fish and Henry County, the first touchdown of the game with 18 seconds to go. How big is that penalty now?
It's huge, and not only that, but I'm going to tell you something. They got some good information from upstairs because that's the first we've seen this in this game. They basically went to the read option there, and they hadn't seen that, and they utilized the fullback, took advantage of Corbin's coming off the corners pretty hard at them.
Well, that is an absolute dagger for Corbin right there here in the half. 9-3 lead for Henry County. Snaps it low and fielded, though. Kick is on the way. Boom, down the middle. I'm going to tell you what, they have got a great kicker. As that ball was through by a good 30 yards. 10-3 lead now for Henry County. 18.2 seconds to go in the half. We'll just hang on to it here with the halftime break quickly approaching. And, Coach, Corbin looked like they were going to get the football back and had held Henry County. All of a sudden, there was a big huddle out there. We never saw a flag coming out of the huddle. They say that it was an illegal participation call on Corbin. They gave the Henry County a 15-yard penalty, which gave them the first down by a couple of yards. Henry County takes it in for the first touchdown of the game.
And again, methodical drive, David. They're doing a good job. Quarterback can't throw it. I can tell you that right now. He's thrown it one time, and he just don't have the ability to do it. But I'll tell you what he does. He's running this football team very well right now. He's utilizing his backs. He's keeping them composed. And Henry County's been the better team here in the first half.
Well, they did exactly what you said they would try to do in the opening. It's been a very physical football game. They wanted to push Corbin off the line, hog the football, if you will. We don't have the stats in front of us. Josh Van Nordstrom will bring us those at halftime. I'll be interested to see the time of possession. I would just about suspect that the time of possession is going to be very heavily weighted towards Henry County. It seems like they've had it the entire first half.
Well, a couple scores to pass along to you. Bell County 14, E-Town 6. Also, Perry County leading North Laurel 14-0, a game of local interest. Passed on to...
Here's Henry County set to kick it away. Hartzell steps into it, booms this one down near the goal line. It's going to be fielded actually in the end zone, caught by Reedy back there, and Corbin will get it out to the 20-yard line. Well, I've got a minute, Coach. I'd like to congratulate the Corbin Middle School 7th grade football team, state champions once again, and your brother Wendell Foe's got a fistful of rings. Those guys just keep piling up the state championships, but a great representation, again, for our middle school kids, and a big victory.
He's going to be hard to handle, I can tell you that. He's going to be hard to handle, man. But, again, that program from Brent Jackson down to Wendell and all their staff involved and the kids just, wow, what a good job those guys do.
And, that they put the time in, and they treat that program. I guarantee you that program gets as much attention from the coaches and fans and time from Time Factor as many high school programs. Got the
Corbin's going to score right here on this play, David, if Henry County don't make the adjustment.
Is this the little drag across the middle to the tight end?
This is going to be a hot here. They're going to go trips right, and it's going to be hot to the tight end here. But I can't. Henry County, again, they've not come up. They don't make the adjustment to this, Corbin will score right here.
Well, I hope you're right. Just 17 seconds ago, now they're making an adjustment. The official saying, let's put 18.3 up on the board, and they do.
And the reason I say that is I saw them come out the set, and they didn't have anybody to cover the tight end.
Well, they did. They've got 4 wide receivers to the right side. They normally try to hit the tight end across the middle on this play. And this time they're going to dump it off to Kopic on a little wide receiver screen. He's hit and dropped nothing there at all. I was watching the tight end that time, and A.J. Moore split right down the middle of the field and was not picked up.
That was that play was designed to set this one up here if we can get it off in time, but we're not going to.
I thought Corbin may spend some out. They may not have had one left. I don't remember Corbin calling 3, but at any rate, that's going to bring to a close the first half of play with one in the books. Cannonou's got it teed up on the 40. We're set to go on here in the second half. The low line drive kick going to be taken by Nutback. Actually lets it roll through all the way back to Hartzell at the 20-yard line. Starts at the center of the field, breaks a couple tackles, and he is hit and driven to the turf at the 30-yard line. Great tackle that time. Did you get the number on that?
I did. That was Dylan Adams, and he does a great job on special teams. He's made a couple of stops out there tonight for us. He's one of those just steady guys, man. I call him the garbage man because he'll do whatever you need just to get everything cleaned up, man.
Maybe the best tackle tonight right there. He had his headgear right in his stomach and drove him back about 4 yards, so maybe that will spur Corbin on just a bit here. Hounds trail 10-3, just underway. Second half of play. Dave Cox and Burley Foley with you. It is Henry County football as we get back to action. Aniston under center, 3 backs behind him, 2 tight ends, pitch out right side. They get it out to Mack. He's going to try to turn the corner, lowers his head, picks up about a yard, maybe 2. Tough sledding over there off that right side of the Corbin defensive line, and the ring up second down and long for Henry County.
Big Harley Lambert getting up off the bottom of the pile. We hadn't called Harley's name a lot, and some of that's due to poor vision, and some of it's due to hadn't been in on a lot of plays. But Harley been one of the very good football players for us this year. Very, very good player.
Second and 9 for Henry County quarterback sneak. Peniston lowers his head, pushes the pile, continues to roll forward, picks up about 4 or 5 yards. You mentioned that, and Coach Mauser told you already about 4 or 5 times a game, they'll just go with the straight quarterback sneak, and that's one of those times when they pick up pretty nice yardage.
5-yard gain puts them in 3rd and short. You know, that's Henry County. Every time they start their offensive series, they want to get themselves in 3rd and 2, 3rd and 4, or 3rd and 5, and and here it looks to be about 3rd and 5. They've not set the marker yet, but I would say 3rd and 5 or less is a success for them.
You could say a long 4 for sure. Peniston under center, long count, leaves it off with the first back 3 is Max stacked up right at the line. He will not get the first down hit and drop the loss on the play of about a yard after they push him backwards. So Henry County, you would think, is going to have to punt it away here on 4th down and about 5, working from their own 37-yard line. Corbin trails 10-3. They're going to get the football back. A nice 3 and out by the Corbin defense. What you don't want to do here is jump off sides or rut the kicker, because you're going to get the football back in pretty good field position as Kai Jackson, and Jake Coffey drop back deep for Corbin.
Well, Corbin did just what they needed to do to start the half. They had to come out and get a stop and well play. A good defensive stand for the Redhounds.
Hartzell is the kicker. Low snappy field that steps into it and just about blocked, as Cody Lane may have even gotten a fingernail on it. It'll be a short punt. Takes a nice Corbin bounces. It hits at the 40-yard line, kicks back up the field away from the Redhounds, and it's going to be touchdown there about the 43. So Corbin, first down and 10 right there for the Redhounds as they're trying to knot this thing up. They're trailing 10-3, need a touchdown to tie.
And Corbin will be anxious to see if Taylor Waddle takes the field here. He was injured in the first half, and not seen him back on the field just yet.
I see he's standing right beside the coach, Burley, walking around with he is about a half a step off Steve Jewell's left arm right now. Every time Steve takes a step, Taylor takes a step. 3 backs in behind the quarterback, Taylor. They're going to leave it off with Coppett. Picks his way across the right side, hit and drops after a gain of about 2. Gets it out to the 45. Second down and 8. That's a play that Corbin has ran 100 times this year with Coppett. And I don't know that I've seen anybody bottle him up as effectively as many times as they have tonight.
They've done a good job on him. They really have. Well, that's obviously you can tell that's Henry County's game plan. They've come into this thing saying, you may win the game, but we're not going to let Jake Coppett beat us. Somebody else is going to have to beat us.
Wide out to the left, also slot to the left is Coppett. Now they got Waddle back in the game, but they're going to pitch it out to Waddle. Starts around the left side, makes a nice cut, picks up 4 yards, maybe 5 as he gets it out near the 50-yard line. Running pretty hard there's Taylor Waddle. Looks like he talked Steve Jewell into getting his way back into the game. He bounces up, and he's limping badly back to the sideline.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he has the burst that he needs, but again, a little limp there. Not sure if he's going to, how effective he's going to be as the game goes on.
Tell you what, it was a nice run. We picked up about 6 yards as it's a very manageable 3rd down and 3 for Corbin. And off right side as Coppet's going to pick up the first down, 4 yards straight up the gut. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, drug some people with him, and a good run that time by Coppet. Corbin's going to get a fresh set of downs into Henry County territory, 1st and 10 at about the 47-yard line for the Redhounds.
Taylor Waddle visibly limping on that sideline. I think we're going to have to plan on going the rest of the way without him.
Yeah, he is just a frustrated young man, and, you've got to admire his heart and his determination because he begged his way. I'm watching him. He's right on Steve Jewell's hip right now, and he's begging his way back in the game for the couple plays that he's got back in. I don't think Steve's going to agree anymore. Here's a jet sweep this time to Nance, and Nance trying to get around the corner, hit and dropped. Loss on the play of about 4 all the way back to the 50-yard line, and that's a kid I think we're going to have to get involved in the game a little bit more, but Nance that time unable to get around the corner.
Well, that's not his typically type play that he fails on. He's a little bit more of the sneaky, quick hitter up the middle, not more of a jet guy. But, again, a lot of times, we all as coaches or announcers or commentators or whatever you want to say, we want to call plays. some plays were set up to make the next play, and that, so keep eye on that.
Second down and about 14 for Corbin, working from the 50-yard line. Taylor takes it, fakes it to the fullback, looks to throw, rolling to his right, in a bit of trouble, fires across the middle, has got his man caught out at the 45-yard line of Henry County, gain of about 5 yards, and that is Nance coming back to help his quarterback out, who was running for his life about 10 yards deep in the backfield, and it could have been disastrous. So only a short gain on the play of about 5, but it does avoid a big loss. So third down and about 8 for Corbin.
Well, that's what Corey needs to do. He needs to take what they give him, and again, he got the quick out there. He had a Jackson ran deep who was covered, and another guy here was open, but he saw that, and and that's okay. Take what they give you.
Big third down play here for Corbin. Taylor takes the snap out of the gun, looks to throw. Pump fakes. In a bit of trouble, catches the block, now rolls to his right up the sidelines. Got a man out there. Pass is caught by Kopic. First down, Corbin. Nice catch that time. Kopic ran a nice route that time. And as he came back to meet the quarterback, Bert, he just had a sense, I believe, of where the first down marker was at because he waited on the ball, kind of blocked his man out, made a nice catch, and a good throw that time from Taylor.
It was, and, he did just exactly what they teach you to do. When your quarterback's in trouble, come back to him. Either you got to do one or two things. You got to come to him or you got to go away from him. And that time, Jake chose to come to him and worked his way open.
We may have called it, or I may have called it just a bit early. I thought he had the first down pretty easy. Did not get a great spot. So they're going to bring the chains all the way across the field and measure this thing on the third down and fourth down and short here. If it's not 8:46 to go here in the third quarter, by 10-3 lead for Henry County. Coach Foley here is signaling first down, so we'll see how good his eyes are. They stretch the chains, and it is going to be a fourth down and just short, it looks like. Well, they're still manipulating it here. They finally set him down.
That chain's off.
Looks like it's clear. Yeah, they added some links on the way out there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be about short by about the length of the football. It looks like maybe just a couple. No, even less than the length of the football. Wow, that is about as close as it can get.
Corbin going to go for it here, Dave, on fourth down. Huge play right here.
I don't think there's any question. I think you have to go for it here. And the reason why is you just haven't had that many opportunities. And you give the ball back to them, back to Henry County, who hogged the ball in the first half, 15 minutes of ball possession in the first half for Henry. You may not get it back for 6 or 7, 8 minutes.
Well, am I wrong? I said fourth down. It looks like they're saying third down.
I think it's fourth. At least I thought it was fourth.
I still think it is, but
the downs marker over there, he's had a bit of trouble tonight, that guy has, but now he's going to change it to fourth. There we go. It is fourth.
Okay. Scoreboard guy needs to catch up with it.
Yeah, the scoreboard guy's now. You can't go by the yard markers. The hands out straight up the middle. Kopic's got the first down. He's into the secondary. Big gain that time for Kopic. They're going to wrestle him down near the 20-yard line. Big run that time by Kopic, 17 yards straight up the gut. And you see that when they crowd that line. If you can get into that secondary, Coach, you're going to have a chance to pop off a big one. And a good run that time by Kopic. And for the first time tonight, I see a little enthusiasm on the offensive side. Some of the offensive linemen patting each other on the head a little bit, kind of getting a little fired up.
Yeah, if we get to the second level there, David, we're going to be able to move the football. And again, it's a difficult, spot for Corbin. They come into this game thinking about Wayne County a little bit, came off a pretty good win last week, but, it boils down to making plays, and we're starting to make some on this drive.
Well, again, just not having Waddle, I think, just really handcuffs the game plan because this is a kid that makes everybody better. Taylor's going to work out the shotgun at this time. Takes it, leaves it off with Kopic. Going to keep it himself. Around the left side, got a nice gainer. Good run that time by Corey Taylor. A nice read, too, as he faked it to Kopic on around the right side. Kept it himself off the left tackle. Picks up about 6 yards.
Well, that's one of Corey's strengths. He runs the football pretty well, and that time, positive yards on first down. And that's something we hadn't seen tonight, but that we're seeing here now on this drive.
Yeah, nice gainer. They're going to give him about 6, so we'll call it second down and a long 4 for Corbin. Clock continues to run down to 5:25 to go here in the third quarter. 10-3 lead for Henry County. Taylor's going to work under center this time. Sends Kopic in motion to the left side. They're going to hand it straight up the gut to Nance. Running behind left tackle, moves the pile forward for a gain of about 2 maybe. Will bring up third down and a very manageable 2 or 3 yards, more than likely from this spot on the field, Burley. 4 down territory for Corbin. Maybe just a touch out of Cannonew's range. but certainly close enough where you don't want to punt it.
Well, this is the best drive of the night for Corbin. They've been able to do some things. They completed the pass on this drive, was positive. They've been able to get on the corner a little bit. Really a pretty good drive for the Redhounds.
Saw resting about on the 15-yard line, handoff right side. Lots of running room for Copic. He steps through a couple tacklers, lowers his head, takes it in, dives for the end zone. At the end, no signal from official. Touchdown, Corbin. Copic is in. 15 yards out, ran through a couple tacklers at about the 4-yard line, dove into the end zone. The Hounds will have a chance to tie it up with the extra point.
Well, Jay got to the second level. When he gets to the second level, he's hard to handle, and they've done a good job not letting him get there tonight, Henry County. But that time he got there, he's a tough kid to tackle one-on-one.
Let me ask you this, and maybe I'm putting the cart before the horse here, but is Copic wearing him down a little bit right now?
Yeah, probably so.
On this series, some of these guys are tougher to tackle in the second half than they are the first, and it looked to me like he ran 3 more tackles on that drive than he did the entire first half. Cannonew's extra point attempt is plenty long enough, right down the middle. Cannonew stays perfect on the night. We're tied at 10, 4:37 to go in the third. Little enthusiasm on that Corbin bench now. We're going to step aside, take a break, then we'll be back when we return. We're all tied up at 10. Stick around. Redhound football. Hartzell and Black are back deep for Henry County. We're all tied at 10. 4:37 to go in the third quarter play. Coach, just what the doctor ordered. Nice stop on defense, and Corbin punches it in.
Come out and got a drive, played fast that time, and really looked good.
Cannonew's kick going to be fielded by Black at the 15-yard line. Starts up to the center of the field, veers to the right, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, all the way out over the 40-yard line. Great run back out to the 43. Let me tell you, there's been a lot of problems with Henry County's offense tonight. Only 1 touchdown, but it has not been field position. They have operated with very good field position tonight.
To be honest with you, it's why we're in a 10-10 tie.
Yeah, and Corbin has played kind of with their backs to the wall all night long. They played with the long field, and that's caused them some trouble. But just getting a glimpse, and to me it seems like maybe Copic is beginning to wear on them just a little bit. He ran through a lot of tackles on that last drive, so let's see if the Corbin defense can step it up one more time here. Peniston is the quarterback. He moves under center for Henry County. 3 backs behind him. Leaves with a second back through. That is going to be Black. Hit and dropped in the backfield. Powers, 73, knocks him down for a yard loss on the play. And I had a chance to talk to some of the Henry County folks at the half. You may have noticed that I have not called Mason Fish's name in the second half. Their leading ground gainer, Burley. He'd been out for 4 games. Actually makes his stats a little more impressive. Had 800 yards through 6 games, rather. Missed the last 4 games and came back tonight. Much like Waddle, played a few series, had a couple nice runs, and then he's back out again.
Well, you could tell early on he was a player.
He is a player. Yeah, 800 yards through 6 games. That kind of changes the stat line a bit, doesn't it? Here's a broken play. The quarterback's going to keep it himself. Ball's loose on the ground. Corbin says they've got it. No signal from the official. There it is. Redhound football. First turnover of the game. Corbin takes the football away as the quarterback, Peniston, ran into Hartzell in the backfield. The ball was loose on the ground, and the Hounds come out of there with it. I believe that might be Austin O'Neill, Burley, getting off the bottom of that pile.
He's getting up off the bottom of the pile, but I'll tell you this. Looks like Kai Jackson made the hit on that thing today.
I think he was. Oh, that's a big turn of events here. Corbin gets the touchdown to tie things up. Second play from scrimmage for Henry County. They cough it up, and the Hounds get the first turnover of the game in Henry County territory at about the 38-yard line. So first down and 10 now for Corbin. 44-yard line. I apologize. Ripped the kick off a little bit there. Handoff straight up the middle, running very hard. Into the secondary is Copic. He's got a big gainer. He's still on his feet all the way down inside the 20. Cut down there to 18-yard line. No flags on the play. And Copic, Burley, starting to enforce his will on Henry County just a bit here.
He is, and also the offensive line behind Big Zach Engel there and Kobe Simon and Brady Ferris at center and Zach Henson, the other tackle, as well as Andrew Reedy. Those guys did a good job. They're starting to knock Henry County off the ball a little bit.
Yeah, right now is when you want to get just a little enthusiasm, about yourself, because it seems like Corbin's starting to pick it up just a bit here. We're tied at 10, 3:27 to go in the third quarter play. Taylor's got him back at the line, 3 backs behind him. Handoff, Copic again, lowers his head, dives over the pile, gets it down to about the 15-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play is going to bring up second down and 6 for the Hounds.
Fast-moving game, David, but it's been run for both teams.
Well, it has, and I think you made a good point early, Burley. Henry County's kind of lulled us into playing the same way that they like to play, and it's starting to work to our benefit a little bit now, because I think you're right. Our offensive line's starting to impose their will just a bit, and Copic just getting stronger. Taylor under center, fakes it to Corbin, keeps it himself, starts around the left side, runs into a bit of trouble, going to be hit and dropped. Running the naked bootleg around the left side, nowhere to go. A nice move by Taylor to avoid a big loss, managed to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe even picked up a yard or so. We're looking at third down now and about probably third down and about 5.
I got to tell you, David, I thought that play might be there, the weather really collapsing on Jake, and that time I thought that was a good call, but, my hat's off to Henry County. They didn't go for it.
The defensive end on that side stayed at home, and contained that or forced him right back into a bunch of tacklers. 3rd and 5 now for Corbin. 2:10 to go in the third. Quick pitch right side to Jackson. He's running the short side of the field, cuts it up against the Grand Lords' head, takes people with him all the way down to the 10-yard line. Looked like he needed to make the 10 for the first down. It's going to be really close here. Corbin more than likely in 4-down territory. We saw him go for it on 4th and inches earlier, and this was going to be a 4th down attempt as well. Nope. Yes, it is. 4th down attempt as well. Looks like about a bit longer this time, maybe a yard.
Yeah, I think there's no doubt they're in 4-down territory, and I wouldn't be surprised.
If the ball's on the 11-yard line, it would be a 28-yard field goal from here.
It's a huge play for both teams in the game right here.
Here we go. 4th down and a yard for Corbin. They're quickly back to the line of scrimmage, wide out to the right side. A.J. Moore, 3 backs behind him, diving forward. Copping's got the first down inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line. Big gainer that time by Copping. He went airborne over right tackle, Burley, and picks up the first down.
He did, right behind William Reedy's block, David. He did a good job just getting enough for the first down to live for another play.
Again, this has been a great half for Copic. The official looks over to the chains and moves the chains. We do have an injured player on the field for Henry County, so going to have just a bit of a break. Steve Jewell's going to use this as a timeout for the Redhounds. Calls his team over to him on the sideline. 1:27 to go in the third quarter of play. We're tied at 10. Corbin driving with the football, first down and goal from about the 9-yard line, looks like. And again, Corbin's had 3 first and goals in this game, Burley. All of them have been for the 9-yard line or the 8-yard line. The absolute worst place to have a first and goal. There's no chance to pick up the first down because you're inside that 10-yard marker, so you basically got 4 downs to pick up 9 yards. And with the defense backed up against the goal line, that's tough sledding down there.
It is. It makes it very tough, especially the way Corbin's playing tonight. We're playing, a lot of off-tackle stuff, and again, I'll go along with the coach. I felt like this is what would work against these guys. It's what's worked all year for us. But Henry County got after us a little bit early. It's made us struggle, but I feel like we're getting in the driver's seat now.
Well, this Henry County team, the team that only lost to Louisville Central on their home field, Louisville Central's home field, that is 21-0. They had a 7-point loss to Shelby County. They had a good win over Elizabethtown, who we see Bell County's having a skirmish with tonight. Bell's just winning at home over E-Town 14-6 in the, I believe, the third quarter. So this is the team that has had some success. They've been very up and down, but I would have to believe that this is a team very capable of winning against virtually anybody if they play their best game. First down and goal from the 9-yard line. Taylor moves up under center. Leaves it off left side. Kai Jackson running very hard. He's got a little bit of a hole. Gets it down to the 5-yard line, maybe to the 4. Nice gainer on first down of about 3, maybe 4 yards.
If Corbin can come away with points here, David, it ought to give us the lift we need. But we got to get some points, whether it be 3 or 7.
We're under a minute to go here in the third quarter of play. We're tied at 10. Corbin driving here, though. Second down and goal from about the 5-yard line. Quickly back to the line. Taylor moves under center, takes the snap, leaves it off right side. Kopic dives into the line, pushes the pile forward from maybe a yard or 2. I think they're going to place him down at about the 4-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you this, Henry County's not backing down, are they?
No, they like the contact. You made that point earlier. This is the team that came in here wanting a fist fight, and that's exactly what it's been. This has been a brutal game up to this point. Ball's going to be placed down at the 5-yard line. Clock winding down to 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. Maybe one more play left in this quarter, barring a penalty or a score. Big third down play here for Corbin. 3rd and goal from the 5. Taylor looks over the sideline, maybe wanting to change his play. It's going to have to hurry. You do not want a delay game penalty here. Taylor takes it, leaves it off right side. Kopic, he's got some room, turns the corner, angles for the end zone, inside the pylon. Touchdown, Corbin. Kopic, his second touchdown in about 3 minutes. Good blocking out front. I believe it was Nance Burley who had his guy tied up, took him to the turf. Kopic gets just inside the pylon. Corbin takes the lead.
We're attacking them right at that defensive end now, David. And we pulled a guard that time from the other side and trap blocked on that end and really starting to have some success right there.
Big extra point attempt coming up for Julio Cananu. He's got a field goal tonight, been perfect on his only extra point attempt. Let's see if he can stay so. Low snap, fielded cleanly, no kick on the way. Cananu booms it through. Extra point, good. Corbin extends their lead 17-10. First time tonight that the Hounds have been on top. 2 seconds exactly to go here in the third. But we're going to hang on to it with the quarter break coming up here momentarily. Nice run that time by Corbin. They turn the turnover from Henry County into points, and that's always big. When you get that turnover, it's always important for you to go ahead and get those points. It's just a very demoralizing thing for a team to turn it over and then a team cash in points immediately.
Well, they talk about it at every level, David, because it's a two-headed monster. You turned it over, so you didn't get points, and then you gave up points. So it's almost like double, even though it doesn't show on the scoreboard. But that's really how it feels if you're on the field. And
you have a chance to really get the momentum back if you turn it over and you can hold, which they were unable to do that time. So certainly a big drive for Corbin in a big second half. Hounds trail 10-3 at the break. They came out to attack on 2 touchdowns. 2 Jake Kopic runs here in the third quarter. So just 2 seconds to go in the third. Corbin on top 17-10, and this one far from over. It has been a brawl the entire game, and we're certainly going to expect it to finish that way as well. Canadu steps into it. Hartzell back deep. He's going to field it on the run at the 16. Starts up the left side, cuts it back up center of the field. Hit and tripped up. A nice tackle that time. Was that 25 or 22? 22. Chris Middleton. Nice tackle by Middleton. That's going to bring to a close the third quarter of play. So it'll be first down and 10 for Henry County from about the 25-yard line when we return. We're looking at a 7-point lead for the Hounds here after 3. 17-10 lead for Corbin. We'll be right back. Henry County football, handoff right side. Mack gets it out over the 25-yard line to about the 26, maybe gain of 2, maybe 3. Second down and 7 now for Henry County. Just underway, fourth quarter of play. Dave Cox and Burley Foley with you. 17-10 lead for Corbin. This one has been about what you thought it would be, Coach. Very physical football game.
Well, it has, and my hat's off to Henry County. I didn't expect this, David. I thought we would just be so much quicker than them, but we'd be able to score, and I didn't know if they'd be able to answer or not. But they've turned it into the kind of football game that they wanted.
Second down and 7 for Henry. Movement on the line, flags coming down from everywhere. I think Corbin may have jumped off sides, so it will be a very manageable second down and 3 for the Wildcats. Now they're going to say illegal procedure that Corbin was drawn off sides. So wow. That's a big play for Corbin there as Henry County will be backed up 5 yards, brings up second down now at about 12.
A couple of scores coming in. Perry County 22-8 over North. That's a game of local interest and maybe a bit of a surprise. Mercer County 31-14 over Knox Central, Corbin's opponent last week.
Yeah, Knox Central is a very banged up football team. You pointed it out, a very talented team. Boy, they're just playing they're playing injured right now. Here's a handoff straight up the middle to Mack. He's running hard. We'll pick up maybe 3. Gets it back near the original line of scrimmage. We'll bring up third down and now it's called third about 11.
Well, Henry County is going to change the whole complexion of what kind of team they are now, David. I don't believe they're a from behind team. I think they're a tied or a head team. I think this is a difficult position for them to play in.
Well, they've thrown one pass the entire night. And, again, they're not to the point where they have to throw it just yet, but on third down and about 10 here, you would think possibly that's it. They're going to try to pitch that left side to Hartzell. He gets around the corner. You're going to be hit and stacked up right the line of scrimmage. Let me tell you something. You're down 17-10 in the fourth quarter. It's third down and 10, and you're running a quick pitch left. You're not a throwing football team.
You're not. And not only that, the defense dictates for you to throw it because they've loaded the box up. So, Corbin, with a little bit of momentum right now, going to get great field position. They ought to go ahead and be able to really do some damage here.
Well, if you're Corbin, what you don't do is you don't jump off sides or you don't rough the punter. That's for sure. Kopic is back deep along with Ty Jackson. They're standing at about the 40-yard line. Hartzell set the kick away. He does everything here. That ball may have been partially blocked. It's a low ground ball. Punt's going to barely make the 50-yard line. The ball may have been touched. A little celebration back there by Dylan Adams. I think he might have got a fingernail on it. Didn't block it completely, but at any rate, very short punt. And Corbin's going to come with very good field position at about the 50-yard line. So first and 10 for the Hounds. They lead at 17-10, 9:35 to go in the game.
Well, in the first half there, we were a little bit on Corbin for lack of excitement or, playing kind of into Henry County's hands. But here in the second half, they've come out and taken care of business. They got a stop when they needed to. They took a turnover, turned it into a touchdown, been able to move the ball offensively.
Yeah, the only down thing for Corbin here in the second half is just the fact that Waddle has been unable to get back out on the field. Corbin sprints out of the huddle, quickly to a line, handoff right side Kopic. He's been the workhorse, running very hard, picks his way across right tackle, still on his feet, gain of about 5, maybe 6 as he spins free down inside the 45-yard line of Henry County to about the 45, maybe the 43.
Now, if you're Corbin, you want to play like Henry County. You want to take a long drive here in 3, 4, 5 yards and go ahead and put this thing away and feel good about getting out of here at 24-10, if that's the case.
And not quite the spot that I thought he was going to get. Still about a 5-yard gain, but I thought he was inside the 45. They say his knee was down right at the 45. So second down now, a long 5 for Corbin. Still a nice gainer all in all on first down. Taylor moves up under center, leaves it off outside. This time Nance cut down in the backfield. Loss of a couple of yards on the play. Nance, again, not much running room whatsoever there for Brian to bring up a pretty long 3rd down and 7 now.
Well, I tell you, Henry's very physical, David. I mean, they brought their punch to the party. Popping us.
Corbin leads at 17-10. Plenty of time left in this game. Lots of football left here. 8:34 to go. The timeout on the field. I did not see who took that timeout. Okay, looks like it is going to be a Redhound timeout. So Steve Jewell, thinking this big down here in this game, does not want to give the ball back, obviously. We'd love to see one of those 6-7-minute drives resulting in points to get up by 2 scores. Anytime you're, and we'll just hold on to it here during your break, but anytime, Burley, as you well know, that you're in these football games and it's just a one-score game, one play can turn the game around. You just don't rest easy no matter where they're at on the field.
Well, I think it's a great timeout, David, because the first down here really puts Henry County in a difficult spot because they're not a quick hitting type team. They don't have the speed to bust one for 70, 80 yards, and they can't throw it at all, and they're not trying to throw it. And, so this is a very, very important first down and maybe even in 4-down territory. And you talk about plays that change the whole complexion of the game. The turnover for Henry County's changed this game.
Yeah, you're right, and I think it potentially could be 4-down territory if Corbin picks up 4 or 5 yards on this play and gets it to a manageable 4th down. If they don't get it down to 4th and 1 or 2 or less, I don't think they go for it. But we'll see what happens. 3rd down to about 7. Taylor's got him at the line. Corey moves under center, looks to throw, drops straight back, fires long down the middle of the field. It's going to be caught. It's caught by Reedy all the way inside the 20 down to about the 15. What a concentration that time by Reedy. The defender stepped right in front of him, Bertie. Reedy goes up and pulls it out of the air as he was going to the turf. First down, Corbin.
Fantastic catch by William Reedy that time. Ball just a little bit underthrown, but Corey did a good job of going ahead and throwing the football. He didn't sit there and think about it. He got rid of it, and William came up with a fantastic catch.
Well, they made that one nice on Corey, though, because they send one receiver out. He could focus, lock in on that receiver the entire way, and a good throw and a beautiful catch. First 10 for Corbin from the 18-yard line. Handoff straight up the gut. That looks like Nance again, I believe. He's working his way down inside the 10, maybe to the 8-yard line. Gain of about 8. Was that Nance? I couldn't pick up the number. Kopic, excuse me. So a good run that time by Jake. Like I said, Corbin was once again one of those first and goals from about the 8-yard line, I believe.
This will be the dagger, David. Should Corbin be able to get here? Henry County just don't have enough punch to score twice.
I got a feeling the dagger may be in that long pass on 3rd and 7 right there.
There's no question.
Corbin sprinting to the line. Little pep in her step here in the second half. A much better second half for Corbin. Taylor turns, leaves it off with Copper running very hard. Cut down inside the 5 down to about the 4-yard line.
This is Jackson.
It was Kai. Second down and goal now from about, they're marking down to the 3-yard line on the scoreboard.
More importantly, the clock continues to run. And again, if you can imagine, Henry County is tough, hard-nosed kids as they've got. They just, I don't think, have the firepower to score quickly.
Under 7.5 to go now in the football game. Corbin on top by 7, trying to add to that lead. Handoff right side, stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. That may have been Nance. Again, I'm having trouble picking up these numbers. Looked like 26 carrying it there, and it was Brian. So he's going to be hit short of the line of scrimmage, loss on the play of about 2, maybe 3 yards. So 3rd and goal now, Burley, from about the 4, maybe the 5-yard line.
Well, Corbin hanging on to this, 7-point lead here. But Henry County, no matter what we say, they're still determined that this thing's not over.
But let me tell you, if Corbin does not pick up some substantial yardage here, I think this may be kind of new time. Maybe this is the perfect field goal opportunity to get up by 2 scores if you don't pick it up here. Taylor moves under center. Quick pitch right side. They get it out to Jackson. Turns it up against the grain. He angles for the pylon. Is he in? The Corbin players say touchdown. Can't see. Big pile up over there near the goal line. No signal from the official. Redhound celebrating. Is it a touchdown?
It appears to be, yes.
Yeah, touchdown Corbin. Okay, yeah, they put the points. No, I'm watching all this. No official signal touchdown. Unbelievable.
Still haven't seen one.
No, they haven't. But Jackson does get in. They hustle it out and set up the extra point attempt. So Corbin extends their lead to 23-10. Great run that time by Jackson.
Shannon, again, boy, he's been perfect tonight.
He's had a nice run during 3-4 games in a row. Started with the Casey County game where he was 7 for 7. Snaps down, kick on the way, booms it right through the middle. Corbin extends their lead 24-10, 6:34 to go in the game. We're going to step aside, take a break, then we'll be back to Henry County. Stay with us. You're listening to Redhound Football on T107. Cananoo has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Corbin leads at 24-10, 6.5 to go here in the football game. Cananoo steps into it, straight down the middle. Mack is going to field it at about the 15-yard line. Starts up the right side, now reverses this field back to the center, breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet, gets it out to the about the 40-41-yard line. And once again, Henry County, we mentioned it all night long tonight, but we've talked about the great field position. Unable to do a whole lot with it, but they have certainly started at or near midfield most of the night.
Had tremendous field position. It's played right into what they do best, too, David. They can't start at the 10-yard line with the type of offense they have and really score any points. But I'll tell you this, one thing I like about them, they don't back down.
No, they're a very hard-nosed football team, and again, 6-4 on the year, and again, a very formidable schedule for these guys. Peniston moves up under center. Looks like he's going to throw it second pass of the night. Fires out left side. Got a receiver up there. Diving attempt. He make the catch. Yes, he did. Pass completed all the way down to the Corbin 40-yard line. That's a nice toss that time. 20-yard completion.
Is that the same quarterback?
Yes, Peniston rolling to his left. And
that was a great pass.
Caught Corbin completely completely by surprise. And now the officials talking things over. Was there a penalty on the play?
Roughing the passer on Corbin.
Wow.
And it was.
If that's the call, this is going to make a big play even bigger because the catch got it down to the 40.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've kind of put him in the doghouse all night saying he can't throw it, but that was a nice throw.
Beautiful toss. And again, a very difficult throw for a right-handed quarterback rolling to his left. He lofted that one out there. Of course, the guy was wide open. Nobody in the park thought he was going to throw it except for him and the receiver, I think. And Corbin really just kind of broke down in their coverage. A 15-yard penalty tacked onto the end of the play and take it down to about the Corbin 25-yard line. Right at the line, again, is Henry County ready to go past and moves up under center. Takes it, looks to throw again, rolling to the drop. This time he's going to be hit and sacked. Dropped all the way back to 35, loss of 10 on the play.
It's Jake Kopic in on the sack for Corbin, David. He came on a corner blitz and just no chance for the Henry County quarterback. Jake playing good on both sides of the ball tonight. Corbin going without Taylor Waddle again. Jake having to be forced into some defensive actions. Answered the bell.
He's just a football player, Burley. 5.5 to go in the game now. Second down and about 18. Handoff right side. Hartzell hit in the backfield. Slammed to the turf. Loss on the play of about 3. Boy, you know, you talk about being one-dimensional, and there's a flag that comes down late in the play.
Yeah, it's got to be unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm not sure who owned, but
that was about as good a flag toss as I've ever seen. That official threw that thing at least 30 feet up in the air.
Came right back down where he threw it. So,
but that guy's good at horseshoes. And they're going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct on Corbin. So does that carry an automatic first down? Because the 15 yards is not going to be enough to get the first down on the field, but it may be an automatic first down.
I got to think that it is. You know, if you're Corbin, and again, these are the kind of things, this is not regular season where you can go back and work toward the playoffs. You can't get an unsportsmanlike conduct in a 24-10 game when the team's driving. It was verbal. I mean, whatever it was verbal, and that's inexcusable.
It will not be enough for the first down, and it does not obviously carry an automatic first down with it. Brings up second down now and about 7, working from somewhere around the 25-yard line. Finishing back to pass. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up, lost it long down the right side. It's going to be picked off. Picked off by Chadwell in the end zone. He's tackled back there, and it'll be a touchback. Corbin will get, is that Chadwell or McCarg?
Cody McCarg.
McCarg, I'm sorry, 14 rather than 13. McCarg makes the catch on the interception in the end zone. Corbin will get it out at the 20.
Well, I kind of see there why he hasn't thrown the football. That was not a very good pass. And Cody did this what he's supposed to do. You know, he's playing free safety now. He's got to get back there, nobody get behind you. And again, he's a kid that's came in with Waddle hurt and hung in there and getting his chance to play, and he's performed when he's been in there. He's done a nice job.
You know, really, this game was a lot closer than we may have realized. Had they scored right there with 5 minutes to go, we're back to a one-score game.
Absolutely.
Anything can happen there. So that's a big defensive stand there by Corbin. Good play by McCarg, picking it off. So 1st and 10 now for Corbin, working from the 20. Handoff right side. They're going to get a big dose of Kopic right now, I believe. He's going to pick up 3, maybe 4, continues to push forward, and a gain of about 5 yards before they finally get Kopic to the turf. More importantly, he stays in bounds and keeps the clock running. 4:40 to go now in the game.
Henry County, they came right back. Corbin goes, up 24-10. You think they might hang their hat and can't move the football, which they got 30 yards on two major penalties. But, again, put together a good drive, just turned it over there. I thought they maybe got a little impatient to try to throw it.
Take it down in 5. Handoff straight to the middle. Lots of running room for Jackson. He gets it out, picks up the first down over the 35-yard line, out near the 37. Big run that time, gain of 18 for Kai. That will move the chains once again for Corbin. Fresh set of downs.
Kai was headed somewhere then, wasn't he?
Yeah, I was trying to think. I don't know if I've ever, and we've had a lot of great backs. We talked about them on the way up here. We were trying to, if somebody maybe asked, who's the greatest back in Corbin history. I don't know who that would be, but I don't know if there's been many that run any harder than Kai as far as giving him the effort. He runs 110 miles an hour.
Well, one of the greatest history, I can tell you this, his name was Bird. I just don't know which one of them it was.
that narrows
That
narrows it down.
Yeah. It was one or all of them.
Yeah, pretty good chance there if you just say that last name. You're right. Here's a handoff up the middle, gain of about 3. I think that was Jackson again. I'd like to remind everybody to stick around after the game for our Froyo players of the game, our offensive and defensive players of the game coming your way. Sponsored by Froyo Frozen Yogurt. Handoff right side. Nance pushes the pile forward. Good run that time by Brian. Got a little head of steam. Picked up about 4 yards off of right tackle. 3:20 to go. Take it down now for Corbin. 3 minutes to go here in the game. 24-10. Corbin on top. Taylor moves up under center, leaves it off of the second back through. Into the secondary is Jackson running very hard. He's got a big gainer. He's into Henry County territory, running very hard. Finally hit a knockdown at about the 35-yard line. Good run that time by Kai. He looks like he's got very fresh legs, Brody. I tell you, that is a very determined young man, and a good run by Jackson. Gets it all the way down to the 35-yard line of Henry County.
I'm so glad his career is going to continue one more week, or who knows how many more weeks, but one more for sure. But he's really had a nice year and deserving so. He's the one thing you know about him through the 11th games, he plays hard every snap.
Well, you get everything that he's got every game, and there's certainly no question about that. He's a fine young man. Handoff right side. Kopic picks his way across right tackle. A gain of about 5-6. They're going to wrestle him to the turf. Clock will be under 2 minutes to go here when this gets underway. Might be a good time for Kopic to take a breather.
Yeah, Jake made a good cut right there, though. Did you see him, how good his feet are? His feet are good. That play was designed to go to the right-hand side for the Redhounds. Nothing there. He did a little hop and right back to the left and got something out of nothing.
It would be okay with me if Kopic and Jackson both got a rest through the rest of this game. Kopic, Jackson, and Nance in the backfield now, along with Taylor. And off left side is Jackson, running very hard, pulls his way forward, a gain of about 4, maybe 5. We're going to be just a touch short of the first down there. We'll be under a minute and a half to go by the time this next play goes off. Corbin's going to win it here. They lead 24-10. Hounds will move on to take on the winner of the Wayne County-LaRue County game. And if LaRue County comes out of Monticello with a win tonight, that would be the biggest upset maybe in the history of high school football.
Not going to happen.
0-10 LaRue County, 10-0 Wayne. So it sets up really a great rematch between one of the better high school games I've seen in 10 years, probably, between Wayne County and Corbin.
Be fun.
Minute 10 to go. Taylor leaves straight up the middle, running very hard. Fullback again is that Jackson and the Nance again. straight up the gut. Brian picks up the first down and more.
I think you may see Steve put this one in the freezer right here.
Hey, we can take a knee now with the minute 5 to go clock running.
Hard fought, David. 24-10 game, a minute to go. A lot harder fought game than the score shows.
Well, this game's certainly in question. Corbin down 10-3 at the half, Burley, and did not show any glimmer of offense in the first half, to be quite honest. And kind of, I think, wore down Henry County in the second half. And Corbin is in the victory formation. Taylor will take a knee, backs out of there very quickly, and then may have to do that one more time. Henry County is going to follow 6-5 on the year. Corbin improves to 9-2. The Corbin team that played most of this game without Taylor Waddle, that's the only downer to this game at all. If you're a Corbin fan, Taylor came in, played a few plays, and looked to re-injure his ankle again. Did leave under his own power, but you just don't know how much he's going to be able to heal back in a week. Taylor takes the snap again, takes a knee, and that's going to bring to a close this football game.